Hi guys, what's up? Today's adventure, I have a lot planned and I might not get to everything, but one of the most important things, I have a rescue mission. I have these crispy tomatoes that are supposed to be my backups that I decided I wanted them to live, so I need to build a garden bed that's going to go along the wall here behind us, and I'm going to plant these leftover tomatoes. I also have peppers that have been outside hardening off. I never really brought them back inside. I did bring them under the patio and put a towel on them a couple nights when we were dipping into the low 40s, like a cold front came through, but I think last night or the night before it got to 41 and I wasn't paying attention and didn't realize, and they didn't get covered. So anyways, if they're gonna get stunted, that already happened, so we might as well plant them out. Before I can plant out the peppers, I have a couple of things that need to be removed to make space. I have, can you see this? I have a few of these broccoli plants that are like the ex-boyfriend who doesn't pay any rent. They are just ginormous and they've never made any broccoli. Nothing. They only show signs of just making more and more leaves, and they've been here 6 months. I think I gave them long enough. They need to go, and it's time for new summer crops. Out with the old, in with the new. Now I know, I think the biggest culprit is the purple sprouting broccoli, because the stems look kind of purple, but I think you have like 1 or 2 green ones too, so we'll get rid of that, plant some peppers, and then I have to build a garden bed and plant some tomatoes. All that sounds very ambitious, so let's see what gets done. Here's a closer example of one of those broccoli plants that just got huge. I already have a tomato in here underplanted, so a pepper's not going to go right here, so I won't be removing this one, but let me show you another one. So this broccoli plant over here, again, you can kind of see the purple, and it's showing no signs of making broccoli, just more leaves. This side, specifically for the time of the year that we're headed into, we need to make sure they are things that will be okay in western sun, which is pretty much nothing, but hot peppers are the closest that I have. So I need to remove this to make some space for some hot peppers. We'll do that first, and then we'll work on seeing how many we can fit in here. Okay, I lied. First would be to figure out what I have. So this is a bell pepper. This is a sweet pepper, California bell pepper. Peppercini, another sweet pepper. Another bell pepper. Purple Beauty. I think that's a sweet pepper, another bell pepper. I don't quite know what that says, but it says sweet pepper. Okay, so this is a space pepper. This is the Anaheim. An eggplant. Oh, maybe the eggplant should go over there to the west. I know they like it. Sorry guys, that's the neighbor's dog. Leave him outside to bark all day and jump on our wall. It's terrible. So frustrating. But anyways, I've got an eggplant here. They like a good amount of heat, so I actually think I'm going to put that over there that I just showed you with the broccoli that we're going to remove. And then this has 2 habanada peppers, so that's a sweet pepper. Oh my goodness, I have a lot of sweet peppers. What happened? These must be hot peppers. Okay, jalapeno, Anaheim, Fire away hot and heavy, regular habanero, and another fire. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have room for 5 somewhere else. So maybe an eggplant, a hot pepper, and maybe a sweet pepper. Let's do a hot pepper that I have 2 of. So we'll do an eggplant and a fire away hot and heavy. This is a proven winners seed one. I think I tried to grow their strawberry from seed. That did not work out. But when I ordered them, you have to order at least 3 seed packets. So I just got that one. Okay, let's get going. So I have here some loppers and a basket. You can eat broccoli leaves, kind of similar to kale. So I think I'm going to harvest, so it's not fully to waste. It maybe didn't give me any broccoli, but I'm going to get these leaves and freeze them, and we can use those up. These leaves are huge. Colette? No. These kind of smell like broccoli when you break them. This is why you need loppers and not like a regular pruner. This stem is thick. I have this one here too. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and remove this. It didn't get huge like the other one, but the other ones didn't work out, so. R.I.P. Those were probably kind of shading my peas. Whoa. So in here I have some cabbage, I have carrots, and leeks. All of those for me would be cool season. Peppers can go about 12 inches apart. You can kind of really squeeze them in. So I'm going to put them up front right here. And then I'm going to stick my eggplant back there. In between some cool season crops. So, you know, if it gets too big, those will be gone by then. What I have here are just some stakes, so I can stake these up for support as they need it. That's really all you need for peppers. I'm not so sure about eggplants, but that's what we're going to go with. This is some fertilizer, brassicas, so your cabbage, your broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts are heavy feeders. So since this bed had that for the last several months, I'm going to put some fertilizer. First up is my Fire Away Hot and Heavy. So there was a dripper pretty much right here where I put this. These drippers are 6 inches apart, so there's one here and one here. So I know this is 12 inches. It's a little bit close to this Cosmo. So I think I'm just going to cheat it just a hair and scoot it over a little bit. I'm going to plant one pepper over here. I have here in Anaheim.
Okay.
I'm noticing this here is multi-sown. I am going to leave it. I like to use pine shavings because it really holds in moisture, but they blow away. So I first put a layer of pine shavings and then I put a layer of heavier wood chips on top. Mulch is super important and happens in nature. If you think of forests, when the leaves fall to the ground, but it's especially important here in a desert climate to help shade the soil during the extreme heat months and retain moisture as well. And I'm gonna go in with my heavier wood chip. I just use whatever. Actually, at my local Lowe's and Home Depot, there's only 2 options that are organic and non-dyed, so I just get one of those 2. I have tried before the cocoa mulch, the cocoa, not quite cocoa core, they're like the husk in big chips, kind of like similar to wood chips, and I really did like how those performed. If you can imagine, they held in moisture great, but it was just a little bit expensive compared to this route. So that's why I ended up switching. I also like to go in and spray them down. That's just an extra layer that helps these things from not blowing away as much. Lovely. All right, so we're gonna put some sweet peppers over here. I had a broccoli plant here. It took up this whole space, and instead of giving me any broccoli, it bolted. I left it for a long while for the pollinators, but now as I'm starting to have flowers back in bloom, I took that out in preparation for my peppers. So because I can stick these about a foot apart, I know for sure at least 3, but I'm hopeful to squeeze in a couple more. On this side, I have carrots. So once that's done, I'll have the other half of this bed for something else a little bit later. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit afraid for my life. I have already seen a big giant black flying insect that's really drawn to these flowers behind me. It looks like it has a mean old stinger on the end. It's like this big and black, and he's circled around here a few times. So I am right here, right next to this. So I'm afraid for my life right now. Pray for me. I'll probably cut it out, but if I run away screaming, you know why. Okay, so let's figure out how much space we have. So I got carrots on one half. Oh, you find a toy? What are you doing? Okay, here's where my broccoli was. Found the stem. So let's do some bell peppers over here. These are probably a little bit close, but I'm gonna push it, I think, and I'm gonna do a little bit of this. These aren't circling that bad. But I'm gonna just loosen these up a little bit anyways. What can happen if you wait too long before you either up pot or put your stuff outside? They'll get root bound, where the roots will circle and circle and circle the pot. Obviously because they don't have anywhere else to go. And if you have that, you're gonna want to tease the roots a little bit, because they'll continue to keep growing in that fashion even when you give them more space and kind of choke themselves out. Now I know you can multi-sow bell pepper or peppers, but because these specifically are bell peppers and you only get just a few hopefully larger fruits, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this one out and leave just this one bigger one. I could have tried to tease those apart and maybe even try to root this, but I think I'm on this. Oh my god. That scared me. That's what that other bug sounds like, but that was too intense. So that one was a hummingbird. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was a hummingbird. Whew. Same thing here. These are kind of pretty equal. Maybe this one is a little bigger. We forgot the stake. I might not need a stake when they're kind of this close together. They can maybe hold each other up, but you know, it's better to do it now before the roots spread out. Obviously not the most gorgeous. I have all these stakes sticking up, but you know, once the plants grow in, hopefully it'll be a little bit less out there. Okay, I'm going to stick my last 2 hot peppers back here. I have some potatoes that came up. I have a chamomile from fall and a couple of random onions. Self-seeded that come up in here all the time are sunflowers, and on that side I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a bunch of cosmos and marigolds, but on this end over here it's empty right now. This is 2 feet wide, so I can get 2 peppers right there. Alright, so let's have a quick little run through of what we did. We have 2 peppers here. I believe these are the habanada, the sweet. Yeah, these are 2 sweet peppers. Then over here, I've got 4 bell peppers. Back here, we planted 6 new peppers. Spicy, except for this one is a sweet pepper. My mess. And then over here we planted 2 peppers and 1 eggplant, as well as removed 2 broccoli plants and harvested the leaves. I should have brought those in right away. They're kind of wilted. I should have put them in water if I didn't get to them right away, but I'm sure they'll be fine. Okay, that's going to be it. I did not get to the tomatoes, but it is already 5:18. I probably have another hour of sunlight. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.